Good. Okay. Wonderful. Good. Okay. Yeah, start now. All right. Good. Yeah, so this is the sixth energy club. So we've talked about tariffs and priority services register, dampen mold, ways to save some money on your heating, and some grants as well. While I'm thinking about it, all of the information that I talked about last week in the grants session, I've put it all on this paper that you can take home with you, and it has all of the places where you can sign up for each of these grants as well. So I'll let you take home those, and then we do have a few more of the flashcards that we've been using as well for the paying bills and the tackling damp and mold. There's still a few of them left over as well. There was last time a request to talk a little bit more about damp and mold as like a little bit of a recap, a refresher. So for damp and mold, I like to view it as hive, so like a beehive sort of a thing. But the things that cause damp and mold are a lack of heating, a lack of insulation, a lack of ventilation, or excess moisture. So if you're heating one room to a really good temperature and the room beside it, it's cold, that will be where the condensation and the damp will start to form. Same with the insulation. If some areas are insulated really well and others aren't, then that can start to create some issues with damp and mold as well. Same with the ventilation. And then excess moisture, obviously, if you're putting more moisture in the air, then there's going to be more problems with condensation and damp and mold.
Number 4, then how did I keep the moisture? Can you elaborate a bit more on that?
Yeah, so things like the portable gas heaters that create quite a lot of moisture when you're like just by breathing and living in your home, you're creating moisture, and it has to have a way to get out. So if you're cooking with the lids not on the pans, if you're drying clothes all in the same room, these things are going to create quite a bit of moisture that needs somewhere to go, and if it's not ventilated properly, then it's going to start to cause a fair amount of problems. Yep. So the damp and mold here, it's a couple of different things. So condensation is when moist air meets a cold surface. Often will happen in the windowsills. Kitchens are often a little bit colder as well, and we're creating a good bit of moisture in the kitchen. So those things tend to happen in the kitchen. It'll look a little bit like this. I know the picture's a little bit small here. Penetrating damp is when water comes through the walls or through the roof, and it's often going to be after rain or when snow is melting. Rising damp is when damp comes from underground and rises up into the home. So it'll start on the bottom of the floor and rise up. It doesn't usually get much higher than about right here. So that's another one. And then leaks, obviously, if you've got a problem with your pipe work, with some of the gutters, those will allow the moisture to get into the home that way. Obviously, the quicker you act to fix the problem, the less damage occurs. How to reduce condensation, we talked about this a little bit already. Heating the home evenly, ventilating well, leaving space behind furniture and clothes for air circulation. So a lot of times, if you have your closet fully packed or your wardrobe fully packed with clothes, and there's a little bit of moisture in there, it can actually start to get on your clothes as well. Insulation, the portable gas heaters produce a lot of moisture, and then don't block the vents or install new draft proofing in rooms that already have condensation issues. So condensation, damp and mold, and heating are often opposite problems, really. But if you have some issues with draft proofing or with the drafts, then getting some draft proof tape or some things for the doors is a really good solution, unless the room already has an issue with condensation and damp and mold, and then it will actually make that situation worse.
I remember they used mentioned that gas heaters, portable ones.
Mm-hmm.
How's that business? You say you get portable heating, that is like
Yeah.
moisture.
Yeah, so the portable gas it's a specific kind of heater, and it does create a good bit of moisture that wouldn't otherwise be there. Electric, it's not the same because it's the gas that is creating the moisture. Yeah, so the electric heaters aren't the same.
A question as well.
Yeah.
Draft proofing.
Mm-hmm.
So what do you mean by that? Draft proofing the windows and doors and.
Yeah. So when you're trying to stay warmer in your home, draft proofing is a really good idea. So that would be things like draft excluder tape, things that will plug up gaps in between where the window meets the wall or around the doors, those sort of things. That's where you will often get airflow coming in from outside. Air that's moving is going to be colder than air that is just stagnant in the room around you. So it's important to draft proof to stay warm, but it's also acting as a ventilation for the air, for the moisture that's in the air. Whenever you have those drafts, whenever you have the gaps in between the windows and the walls, it's actually allowing moisture to get out. So if you are having issues with condensation and mold in a room already, don't try to block up those gaps. Yep. Ventilation, we already talked about that. And then lastly, cleaning mold. Mold gets really, really nasty, and it can actually cause some problems to yourself if you try to remove it without the proper precautions. So if it's more than just a little bit, hire a professional. There are some people have positive things to say about some solutions like vinegar or bleach or other mold removers. But use what you're comfortable with, and if it's more than just a little bit, hire someone who does it professionally. If you are going to do it yourself, make sure to wear gloves, mask, goggles, all the proper precaution, and wash all the affected things, whether it's clothes, whether it's yourself. And then only after that, then you can do things like replaster, repaint, and replace the affected carpets and flooring. If you do all of the replacement, all of the repainting without the problem being fixed, it's just going to happen all over again. So you got to tackle the source of the problem first.
You mentioned that you understand the draft proofing or the molding. Because the molding is there, you will use glove and all that,
Mm-hmm.
And to get this completely molding here,
Yeah. So it's
stopping the remolding back in here.
Yeah. So you've got to figure out the source of the mold first and tackle that first. So whether that's fixing the gutters or the pipework, whether that is creating some new ventilation in the home, in the room, whether that is insulation problems that have insulation gone wrong or not enough insulation. You've got to fix the problem first, and then you can remedy the rest of the things. Yep. All right. So that was a little bit more of the damp and mold. Had a few other questions about some things about what uses the most energy. So maybe a little bit of a pop quiz here to see if we can remember. What do you think uses the most? Is it going to be the oven, the slow cooker, or an air fryer? What do we think is going to be the most? If you would have all of these on for an hour, what would use the most amount of energy?
Oven.
The oven. Yep, that's correct. For an hour, the oven's going to cost you 80p. What do we think is the next one? Okay. So that one's 80p. The slow cooker, 2. And then the air fryer is 30. So the things that use the most energy, things that heat, things that spin. Obviously, the oven is heating things up for a longer time and at a higher temperature. The slow cooker, you're having it on for a lot longer, but it's not heating it to that high temperature so quickly. So the oven has to ramp up to 200 degrees very quickly, whereas the slow cooker, you could have it on for a few hours and it's cooking it slow.
For the gas one or electric one, or what is the difference? What one is the 88?
Yeah, so this would be an electric one.
Electric one.
Yep.
So gas can be lower or high?
Gas would probably be a little bit lower. Yep. All right, so I've got a tumble dryer and a dehumidifier. So which one is going to use more? Yep, the tumble dryer. Again, heating and spinning. Again, 80p to 5p for the dehumidifier. Obviously, this one is a lot more effective, a lot quicker. But if you have your clothes on like a clothes horse close to a dehumidifier, it will get them dry for a smaller amount of money, even if it does take a good bit longer. All right, this is my last one here. I've got a kettle, a fridge freezer, and a microwave. Okay, I've got the kettle, I've got the fridge freezer. Yep, so to have it on, and unfortunately I don't have the exact numbers here, but to have it on for an hour, the kettle is going to be a lot more expensive. And then actually the microwave is second and the fridge freezer is last. So the fridge freezer, it's keeping it at a specific temperature constantly, so you don't have that heating up, cooling down that is using the energy to get it to a specific temperature. And they're just designed so well now that they are quite cheap to run in the background constantly. And yeah, it is a higher, like the kettle is going to be, I don't have exactly, but it's going to be maybe 80p to a pound to run for an hour. The fridge freezer is going to be like 2p. Again, or maybe even less than that. So it is a lot, very little, and the microwave sort of in the middle there. Okay, so that was those two things here. As we think back about the last few weeks that we've done, what are some of the ways that this club has helped? Or has it helped, might be the first question.
Overall, the energy efficiency, you can use it a lot.
Yeah.
As you say, the kettle is the worst one, then you convert it over.
Yep.
So that's the efficiency I learned more about this one.
Yeah.
But then I'm more than trying my best. Whatever you said, I do as well.
Okay.
The main efficiency I benefit about is energy we can use more.
Yeah.
And about the grants, whatever.
Yeah. Yep. Yeah. Good.
And about the bids, utility bids. And
Yep.
you have to compare with and find out the cheaper companies. So that was also a very good.
Yeah. Yeah.
Also, highlighting the product that you just said. Really most,
Yeah.
I myself wasn't aware of that. I was
Mm.
thinking what most.
Yeah.
Now it's happening to the kettle.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So it's quite, the way you present it is quite beneficial, I would say, so, with the picture on here.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Good. Good. Yeah, you'd think the kettle is a lot smaller than a fridge freezer, but yep. Yeah, because it's taking so much energy to get it to that temperature, because it's got to boil the water, so it's getting it to that temperature quickly.
off.
Yeah. Okay.
I think that was very good, putting a picture on email
Hmm.
asking the person their understanding and and then telling them what is the real tactic.
Hmm.
I think
Sure.
that's the point of a
Yeah.
illustration.
Yeah.
Very presenting.
Okay. Good. Good. And with the kettle, I will say, I know we talked about this a few weeks back, but I don't know if you were here for it. Okay. So if you have it filled up the whole way, not only does it take a lot longer, it's costing you a lot more as well. So for like if you had it filled up if you only had it filled up the amount that you need as opposed to the whole way, you're saving about 6 to 8 pounds over the course of the year to have it just lower. However, if you're like me and you have maybe 4 or 5 cups a day instead of 1, then that's like 30 pounds that you're saving over the course of the year if you just have it filled to the amount that you need. Yep.
Another thing, the practical that we learned through these energy sessions regarding, the foil type, you put it up behind the radiators.
Yep.
And it's affect a lot.
Yeah.
Another thing you mentioned regarding if you have a single glass
Mm-hmm.
and you put some sort of a plastic there,
Yeah.
and it will work like a double glazing.
Yeah. Yeah.
And regarding the sockets, if you're not using, for example, the mobile charger,
Mm-hmm.
and if you just take it out,
Mm.
so on a year, it's around 40 pounds you're saving it.
Yeah.
So these are little things, but if we keep in our mind, so we can save lots of money.
Yeah.
Regarding the electric shower,
Mm-hmm.
so it's take lots of
Yeah.
through these things we understood that how can we save
Mm.
energy and beneficial for the entire society and for the universe.
Yeah. Yeah. Absolutely. Absolutely.
I myself, I really find it time to come today.
Yeah, that's fine.
Bit sad about that. No one did told me about it.
Okay.
With this last half an hour, I
Mm.
think I learned more. More because certain things we were doing unknowingly.
Mm. Yeah.
We got a kettles and freezer stuff and other things as well.
Yeah.
I certainly learned today what
Okay.
within half an hour.
Great. Yeah. Yeah. And
Especially with the pictures on,
Mm.
that's more.
Yeah. Okay.
Picture asking the question.
Yeah. Very good. Yeah. Oh yeah. Go ahead.
House insulation. You said that 3 times of insulation.
Yeah.
Mostly the one this I appreciate the one just for loft.
Yep. So there's the loft insulation, there's the floor insulation, and then there's 3 different kinds of insulation for the walls. Yeah. Okay. Good. 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 Yeah.
And the molding, feeling all that,
Mm.
and it's quite. I said it not enough, but I should have to look at my house. What's going on?
Yeah. Yeah, and what's going to help your house is not the same thing as what's going to help mine, not the same as what's going to help his. Yeah.
Here, the way you put it out,
Mm.
it's quite already clear in mind.
Okay.
So it's in there now.
Yeah.
It's for me to go level.
Yeah. There are small things that everyone can do to save money and feel warmer, and then there are bigger things that some people can do. So the insulation being one of the bigger ones, whereas things like turning off the plugs at the wall, that seems quite small. And in a way it is, but if you do that every night, if you turn each one that you turn off at the wall every night is about 4.5 pounds over the course of the year. So if you make a habit of turning each one of them off at night, if you've got 10 of them that you leave on, like your telly, your coffee machine, all of these things, if you leave them on, it'll save, if it's 10 of them, 45 pounds. Yeah.
Another very good thing our community knew, decisions regarding the grants,
Mm-hmm.
the different type of grants,
Yep.
and when and how to apply.
Yes.
And Akib also explained, and he said that they have from Eco Birmingham, they have their office on Shepherd Road, and he said that he can help out as well.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
Okay. Great.
Akib, who came.
Oh, yes. Yeah. Yeah.
Last week.
Yeah. Yeah. So we have a fortnightly drop-in that Aki runs. Yeah, that's on the Stratford Road there. Yep, absolutely. And so with each of those grants, I have, let's see, there's 8 of them total here. So it's 4 grants and then 4 other discounts and funds. So please take that and have a look at it to see if it will help you out. So based on that, I mean, that's quite a lot of good feedback. The next step is what do we do going forward? I've heard some things about continuing something similar, maybe some action groups or something like that. How would this be beneficial going forward? Yeah. Just in general, I don't want you to leave here thinking this is done and dusted. I'm not going to think about energy again. What's the best way to go forward with, whether that's this information or this group, or what are some ideas?
Do you think that this is your last session?
This will be my last session, but what do we do from here? Yeah.
Yes, the initial thoughts was that when we was establishing this energy club, that we will, some experts will come and they will let us know how we can help our community.
Yeah.
So through these sessions, these are brothers and sisters, they learned a lot, and inshallah, we are trying to continue this club. Maybe we can do our meetings twice a month or once a month. And if we are in need, you can, or from Eco Birmingham, anyone, they can come and help us.
Yep.
And we will have these materials, and anyone from our community, those who did not attend these sessions,
Yep.
we can convey, or anyone who have high bills or mold and dump in your homes, so we can navigate to them, so where they can get the grants,
Yep.
where they can get help, and for example, we can refer them to for more higher expertise and get proper consultation.
Yep.
So we can refer it to Eco Birmingham or to MEC.
Yep.
Or to your office on Stratford Road. So we're trying to continue this energy club sessions.
Yeah, great. Very good. Yeah.
And also the way I'm thinking back now is that Morona already explained, one other thing is was running in my mind, I think would request you to come pay another visit to the ideas, just next year sometime,
Yeah.
To, hopefully, inshallah, we will have a bit more bigger group here rather than a smaller one. What's happening in our community, we are sometimes lacking behind, complaining, asking for help, we just say, oh, God will help us. But how will it unless you make your effort yourself, then help will come.
Yeah.
This is the mentality. Not that you put you over here.
Yeah.
You pass the word on to other people, and hopefully that you should come back again, within a few months, and catch up with us, how we getting on. So,
yeah.
And if there is a further discussion,
Yeah.
would be quite helpful, Would request you, I don't know what the situation is in your, would request you to come around again, within, around to make some sort of arrangement,
Yeah.
More better.
Yeah, absolutely. I'll be around.
Few months. I took about 3 or 4 months time, say January, February, March, next year.
Yeah.
And hopefully, by this time we'll have food as well.
Oh, there'll be food, I'm sure.
He's calling me Maulana means priest or pastor.
Okay. Yeah.
Yes. Oh, yes.
Sure. Yeah.
Some of the words you probably not familiar.
Oh, that's all right.
Like I said, mashallah. God is God willing.
Yeah.
It's a sort of words, we don't think about it, we just say it.
Sure. Yeah.
You know what's the meaning?
Yeah.
But as for a other person who's not familiar with the language, might say, what's it saying? Mashallah, alhamdulillah, what's he going
Yeah.
to
Yeah. Good. Good.
Also, we have got in the office at Stratford Road. Have you got any contact number in case someone has got issue or someone wants to contact you? They are able to contact you.
Yeah, so I will say, Eco Birmingham, our office is at Cannon Hill Park, but Aki, who was here last week, He runs a fortnightly drop-in session at the Springfield Project, which is on Stratford Road, and he's there every other Thursday morning. So yes, there's a way to contact us. I'll get that for you, and I'll put it out here with the rest of the stuff. Yep.
So you have Canonical back office. I mean that Canonical is the one. Where's the Canonical?
Yeah, Cannon Hill Park at the MAC, Midlands Arts Center, is where we're based.
In case you Google it, will you find it for them in the office there or?
Yes. Yeah. Yep. Yeah, that's fine.
I think it's not a project down Springfield, up in the school. In the Stafford Road.
Yes.
After there's a mosque there as well.
Yes. Yeah, there's a mosque right beside it. Yeah.
Church, you know, somewhere in that church.
Yeah.
So it actually holds in the church somewhere.
It's in.
Actual building.
It's not in the church, but it's kind of a part of that complex. Yeah. Yep.
So that's done every fortnight.
Yeah. So I'm not sure if. I don't think he was there this Thursday, so he'll probably, or this past Thursday, so he'll probably be there this Thursday.
There's some problem rising there from one goes, we can pay the visit there, another one.
Yeah.
Question or ask for information.
Yeah. Yep. Okay. Certainly.
And it's the day or
so at the Springfield Project, it's Thursdays. Every other Thursday. Yeah.
Twice a month.
Yeah. Yep. But I'll give you some contact information, and you can contact us, and we'll let you know when we're there. And we also do things like sort of telephone advice sessions, or even home visits, if that's going to be beneficial for you.
It will be.
Yep. Yep.
I want to say about resources. So, what you got already here.
Yep.
If you got any more for us to read about, so
yep.
Information, it'd be great if you can just next time whenever you come by.
Okay. Yep. And I'll tell you what, I have, so the 6 sessions that we've done, I'm quite happy to forward the PowerPoint to, I have Kiam's email, so I can forward it to him and he can send it to you if that works. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, certainly. And we do have, so Chris is from Footsteps here, and he's made a few of these flashcards. There's some that are still left here. We've got paying bills, ways to save money on your energy, and then dampen mold. So yeah, please take those and read through them. There's probably, about 10 of them for each? Are there about 10 cards for each one?
Yeah. But I mean, what people very often tell me is that, when talking to people in Bothwell Heath and Met, is we don't know how to get certain jobs done. And I've always been asked, and it's a very common problem, well, I know I need to get my double glazing repaired if the units have failed. Well, who will do it? And swapping information about who can do some of these jobs and actually building up a fairly practical, sort of list of, if you've got some draft proofing to be fixed, either, something which, shows you how to do it yourself. And in fact, the B&Q, I mean, I'm happy to look to see whether we could do a session on the hands-on, the practical. There aren't so many B&Qs around now, are there? Because a lot of them, the nearest one I know is in Hales Owen. But they have whole sections on where, what sort of draft proofing, what sort of insulation, and how to put it on. So I shudder to offer my services, but I mean, I've done a lot of it myself. I mean, I came in more from the practical side than the the theory side. at the moment, we're looking to put a heat pump into our house. And the first question is, how do you find somebody you can trust to do it?
Yeah.
And we open our house under something called green doors, where lots of people come, and they're usually coming to ask you, well, how did you do that insulation? Or, sort of how, when eventually we get a heat pump, we'll have people coming in and saying, well, this is how we did it. And the most helpful thing, I think, is going to be, is green doors saying, well, these two installers have done a good job for other people. Now that's maybe the top end of the, the jobs, but there are all sorts of small practical things. Jason's saying get your mold treated professionally. Well, I agree with that, but the second question is, well, who around here can do it?
Yep.
And knowing roughly what it ought to cost, because I would tend to do more myself than Jason was saying.
Or at least more than I can advise to say. Yeah.
Get a pair of rubber gloves and get the old bleach, or go to B&Q. There are lots of cures for mold. It comes in bottles, and read the bottle on how to apply it. But yeah, I've had some bad experiences with people with mold, and it is, as Jason has said, very, very difficult to get rid of.
Yeah, there's certainly a range of things that you can quite easily DIY yourself. Are certainly left to professionals. Don't try to install a heat pump yourself, but you can do things like the radiator reflectors, like you were talking about, that can make a fair amount of difference. The window insulation, some of that other stuff. There's a range of things that anyone can do. Nobody should try to do unless you're a professional, and then in between, depending on how confident you are. But,
what you really need, with my experience, is you need your wife to be telling you, you've got to do this. If I leave a light on, I'm in big trouble. And she's very good at having little meters that you put on sockets to read how much. So it's quite, when we did our house and when we talk about what we've done, saving a lot of energy is actually almost always doing a lot of little things. Unless you've got a very, very inefficient boiler that you can replace with a modern boiler. It's little things which add up to something big.
Yes. Yeah, certainly. We went through the top tips of saving money and feeling warmer, and it was I think it was 385 to 400 pounds that you could save over the course of the year just by doing some of these smaller things. They all add up to make quite a difference.
The rubbish have the recycling the house as well. And now in my community, they're lacking behind how useful it is, to recycle the stuff, rather than just bringing in one bag and that's it, throw it away.
Yeah.
So I think that will be quite helpful, in some way, sometime in the future,
Yeah.
especially for recycling.
Yeah.
And this recycling, what benefit does it get out of it? There's a lot of bottles. This is my example. A lot of bottles, plastic bottles are lying around in us. If they come to the recycling, what product they make out of it?
Yeah.
How useful it is.
Yeah.
So that gives them thinking, rather than going in a bin area, to keeping it separately, recycle this stuff, cardboard, but
Yeah. Yeah. It's a bit difficult to talk about recycling now. Because of the bins, but yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
It's too late now, is it?
No, that's all right. Yeah, certainly. Yeah. So yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, so is it okay that if you have once a meeting or twice a month, the energy club meeting, so we can, those who we will announce as well, so, those people from our community, those who are not aware of it, whatever we learned with these sessions, we can share all that with them. And, if there is any problem, someone have, so we can refer them to the Eco Birmingham or to MIC. So your suggestion is required, once a month or twice a month, will be okay.
I would say once a month.
Once a month.
Once a month. Like if I pass by our relative, our friends,
Yeah,
and if something more concerned, then
that's fine.
Yeah. Are there any further questions? Once a month is fine, Nissa.
Okay.
Dr. Clementon asked me, we'll do top tips on the telephone and actually get some, find some good little snippets that we can, we can put on social media. So everybody can look at them. Yeah, Instagram. That's right. Yes, I mean, I don't know anything about Instagram, but Dr. Kieran does. But I know the sorts of things you might put on. As, have a whole range of top tips, or how to do it. I mean, that's the going not from talking about it, but actually doing something about it.
Yeah.
And yeah, well, actually, some of the flashcards could be, put, but there's a lot of good stuff on some of the, B&Q and the Wix. So, well, which where do you go if you want to get a hammer, if you want to get some nails, or if you want to get a bit of insulation? Where would you go from here? Get the manager to come in and give you a sales call.
I think one of the, if you mentioned BMQ, if the one of the presenters from there, tell us, how to fix this mold, products they have then in the store.
Yeah.
It will be quite beneficial for them and for us as well,
Yeah.
So certain things, practical say, company says that, if you have this mold here and this installation here, we have material like in our store, do this, yeah, and all that, in a practical manner, it is quite beneficial.
Yeah.
Like, for example, so that you will have somebody who has this come here and give it staff from here.
Yeah.
The material available in our market, put it on your staff rather than calling somebody else.
Yep.
They would love to have, rather save money calling it. And from they can Harry, I do this out with 200 pounds. And that would probably work.
Yeah.
The material, but they 50 pounds,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, certainly. All right. Well, if there isn't anything else, I think maybe are we going to have some refreshments now? And then, yeah, please look through the other flashcards and the grant things that we have here as well. Oh yes, sorry. Most importantly, for coming tonight, we've got a voucher here for you. Vouchers. So we've got a £20 voucher from Aldi. Would you like? There you go.
Thank you. Is it any Tesco?
Only to be used for DIY materials.
I'm not sure how much DIY materials you get at Aldi, but yep.
Thank you. Thank you.
Yep.
So this he helped a lot, yeah?
Okay.
He can buy DIY as well.
There you go. Thank you for helping a lot. All right, here you go.
Thank you.
There you go. There you go.
Some of our members are absent. There was before.
Yeah, yeah,
They are not here.
yeah.
So we can give them later on.
Okay. Yep. We've certainly had slightly more people here in the past, so that makes sense. And then I do have a little bit of. So this has a phone number for our office, and then I wrote in an email address as well. So I leave those up here, as well as all of that other stuff. Okay. Thank you.
Well, we get home with it from Jason and then come and tell everybody else about how it went.
Yeah, right. Right, so I'll leave those there. And I'm very sorry. Oh, thank you. And I don't remember which one of you gave me an email address, but I'm so sorry. I had it in my pocket and then it went through the washing machine. Yeah.
On myself, or then we update.
Oh, okay, thank you. Yeah, so here
Did they
the
phone you? Is it in a phone?
yeah yeah.
Is his
Mhm.
phone?
Yep.
Oh, it's on the phone. I did
Yeah.
it myself.
Oh,
I
wonderful.
looked on
Okay.
Google,
Yep.
and it's a hardship, isn't
Yeah,
it?
is
So
it
they
household
don't phone.
support fund? Is that what it was?
Yeah,
Yep.
I went to there. And then
Okay.
they
Okay.
to
Yeah.
it.
Good.
And then they're gonna phone tomorrow, my friend.
Okay.
I've got it already.
Okay.
My daughter got it.
Yeah.
You
Okay.
have only one person per household, isn't it?
I'm not sure. It might be. Yeah, I'm not sure off the top of my head.
Yeah,
But
I'm sure. You
okay.
one person.
Yep. All right. Great. Thank you. Yep. And so that I don't take your email address and put it through the washing machine again, I've got email address on there that you can send to me so that I don't have